It's so hard to stand up to someone. There was a there was a period of time when I was in middle school when I was bullied. I'll save the details for, the best-selling memoir I'm sure I'll write one day, but let's just say there were some tough guys who were a year older than me who were pretty nasty to me. One time, we had a half day of school. I had worked up the courage to walk home with this girl that I really liked. As we were walking, maybe even holding hands. I'm not sure. That's how I like to remember it, though. Anyway, we're walking along, and one of those tough guys, those bullies, snuck up behind me and just cold cocked me in the jaw with a big old hook from behind. It hurt bad, but it hurt my pride even more. How would you advise your kid to stand up to that bully? Fight back, turn the other cheek, an eye for an eye, love conquers all? What if your kid what if your kid just watched that happen? What would you expect from your kid then? I'll be honest, I've advised my own children in similar situations, but it's so hard. It's so hard to stand up for people, especially yourself, and especially in a loving way that transcends our emotions and fear and anger and calls upon our better angels. Leave her alone. Why are you bothering her? Do you know who said that? Do you know who stood up to a big group of people who were making an already marginalized voice feel small? Jesus. You can look it up, Mark 14:6. He said, leave her alone. Why are you bothering her? Jesus is a good example, but to be fair, all the people in the room where Jesus was, where he stood up for that woman, almost all of them believed, at least to some extent, that he was, God incarnate. So he had that going for him. It's so hard to stand up for people, to come to another's defense, to show up for someone when it's, I don't know, easier not to. It's just really hard. I'll be honest, I don't have a sermon to share that makes it easier. I wish I did. I wish I could give you some reassurance that when you stand up for people, you won't experience hardship yourself and you'll be rewarded with eternal happiness. But I don't know. I mean, it's really hard. It's really scary. It's really a lot to ask. And I hope I have the courage to do it. I hope I can keep people from being bullied. I hope I can show up as an ally to the marginalized and the othered. I hope I can defend the victims and protect the helpless. I hope I can show up for the middle school kid who worked up the nerve to hold hands with his romantic interest before he gets punched in the face, literally and metaphorically. I hope I will stand up for people. I hope I will know the right way to do it. I hope you will too. I know it's hard. Here's a short blessing for your week. God, help us stand up for each other. Help us find the strength to protect the vulnerable and defend the defenseless, because if for no other reason, we are they at some point in our life. Between is about you. Take this message into your life this week and transform the world around you by filling the space between you and every person you encounter with God's love that's yours to give away freely. My favorite church is the space between people. Now go with God's love and create the church between.